Here we are again with the 2005 Chevy Express van. I got the 4.3 liter V6. Today we're going to be replacing the coolant temperature sensor, which is located on the back of the engine. Basically, this guy right here is pretty easy. It threads in and threads out. It's already basically sealed, so you don't have to put any sort of sealant on the threads or anything like that. It also comes with some other wires as well to, it's an option to change out the plug as well, because sometimes the plug goes bad, so I just went ahead and bought the whole kit to do it all. Basically what you got to do to get this middle center panel off on the Chevy Express van is you need to first remove this panel, which I already took off, located under the driver's side. It's got 2 bolts on it, 1, 2, very simple. And then you've got a hook on this side, which you pull it back, unhooks. I've already taken off the middle center console, but there's basically just 4 bolts back in there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it should pretty much just fall off the deal. And there's 2 more latches located underneath. On the passenger side, we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing right now. See if we can't get over here. On the passenger side, we're going to do the same thing. Remove these 2 bolts, 1 and 2 over there. Got the other side piece off, not too difficult. Again, it's just the 2 10mm screws. And then you just basically rip it off and it should come off pretty darn easy. So now we've got off all of the screws, these 2 plastic panels, this plastic panel, passenger plastic panel, front panel on this, so we can unlatch those 2 latches, the 2 latches on either side. Now this thing should just pretty much move right out of the way. You can take it out if you want. I don't need to, because the piece that we are looking to access, and I'm going to go ahead and make this video extra clear for you guys, because there may or may not be another video on YouTube that looked like the guy was using a flip phone and didn't even focus it. So this is the piece we're replacing right here. Okay, this is our temperature sensor for the coolant. What I'm going to do, since I've got the new adapter piece, or whatever you want to call it, is I'm actually going to snip this wire up here, because the new piece I bought came with some really nice crimpers to where you actually don't even have to strip the wires. You run, 1 wire through one side, 1 wire through the other side, and when you crush this metal piece together, it actually penetrates the rubber surround. So you don't even have to strip them. So I've got 2 of them, obviously 1 for each wire. And then that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and start removing this here. I'll let you know once we get it removed. So the wrench ended up being a 3/4. What you're going to want to do is unplug the plug off of here, which it's not too difficult of a task. If I can get under it. Unplug the plug. Sorry, it's hard to do with one hand. Unplug the plug. And then what you're going to want to do is get this real loose and have your other one ready to stick right back inside of it, so that way you don't lose too much coolant. In all honesty, if the vehicle's cool, you're not going to lose a ton of coolant. If the vehicle's warm or even hot, which I wouldn't recommend doing it while it's hot, you're going to lose more coolant. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and pull the plug and go from there. Alrighty guys, we got the temperature deal put on there. I drove the van around the block. The gauge is being a little bit funny, but on my way back home, everything kind of leveled out. I've got the van idling right now, AC blasting, and as you can see, it's 110 degrees in Arizona right now, and the temperature is doing just fine, sitting pretty much right where it needs to be, which is technically 100 over ambient. Is usually perfectly fine from what I have understood. So I think we're doing okay here. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything like that, I'm usually pretty quick at getting back to comments, or if you have any other questions that I might be able to help you with, just let me know. Other than that, guys, if you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like, that'd help us go a long way in being able to do more of these car videos for you. Thanks. Now, it's disgusting. I'm sure this is the reason why my fan's been overheating, but we'll go ahead and see. I'm going to go take it for a test drive right now. kind of button things back up together slightly, and then give it a test drive, see if she overheats, and then go from there. Hopefully this is it, and I'll do a finish up video.